8. Natto, Japan's slimy fermented soybeans. In Japan, no breakfast is complete without natto's sticky, slimy fermented soybeans. The preparation boils soybeans, then ferment them with a special bacteria called Bacillus subtilis at around 40 degrees C for 24 hours. The result, beans coated in a gooey, stringy, mucus-like slime that pulls like melted cheese, except it smells like sweaty gym socks soaked in water for days. Some even say it resembles phlegm. Yet the Japanese love natto for its health benefits, aiding digestion and even preventing cancer. Still, for many foreigners, the smell alone is enough to say, no thank you. 7. Stinky tofu, China's rotten bean curd. Stinky tofu is a famous street snack in China. It's made by soaking tofu in brine fermented from vegetables, meat, and even rotting fish for days, even weeks. The stench, comparable to a public toilet that hasn't been cleaned in months. Yet beneath that offensive aroma lies a crispy exterior and a surprisingly creamy center that fans adore. Locals say the stinkier the better, but for most visitors, the smell alone can send them running. 6. Mam Tom, Vietnam's infamous fermented shrimp paste. In Vietnam, Mam Tom is both iconic and intimidating. It's made by fermenting tiny shrimp or krill with salt for several months, turning into a thick purple paste with a smell that can knock you off your feet. Vietnamese proudly pair Mam Tom with dishes like bun đao mam tom or dog meat, but foreigners. They often call it a biological weapon of scent. Smell it once and you'll never forget it. 5. Shiokara, Japan's fermented squid. Guts shiokara is not for the faint of heart, a dish of salted and fermented squid guts mixed with malted rice. After a few weeks, it turns into a dark, sticky, slimy concoction with an overpowering, salty, and fishy stench. Japanese often pair it with sake to mask the intensity, but most tourists. They'd rather stay 10 feet away and still catch the smell. 4. Hakkarl, Iceland's rotting shark. Hakkarl is Greenland shark meat that's naturally poisonous when fresh. To make it edible, Icelanders bury it underground for months to rot and ferment, then air dry it further. The smell, pure public toilet meets industrial ammonia. Even celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay spat it out immediately. If you ever try Hakkarl, prepare your nose and your courage. 3. Surströmming, Sweden's rotten herring. Surströmming is Baltic herring fermented just enough to avoid complete decay, but still loaded with bacteria. It's canned while still fermenting, meaning opening a can releases a gas, so pungent people have thrown up just by smelling it. The scent is a nightmare, dead bodies soaked in seawater mixed with rotten eggs and sewage. Swedes eat it outdoors with bread and onions, but honestly, your toilet smells like roses in comparison. 2. Kiviak, Greenland's rotting bird stuffed seal. Greenland's kiviak takes gross to a new level. Hundreds of small seabirds are stuffed whole feathers, beaks, guts into a seal carcass sealed with fat and buried underground for 6 months. When unearthed, people eat the decayed bird's raw bones and all. The taste tan rancid and overpoweringly foul. Yet for Greenlanders, it's a protein-packed winter survival food. For the rest of us, it's just pure horror on a plate. 1. Casu Marzu, Italy's live maggot cheese. Finally, we have Casu Marzu, Sardinia's notorious cheese infested with live maggots. Flies intentionally lay eggs in the cheese. The hatched maggots eat and break down the fat, making the cheese soft and squirmy. To eat Casu Marzu, you have to eat it with the maggots still alive, because if the maggots are dead, the cheese is considered spoiled. Some even warn to cover your eyes, as the maggots can leap into your face. Though banned in the EU, locals defend it as a luxury delicacy, while the rest of the world sees it as a nightmare snack. These dishes may be cultural treasures, but they remain some of the most stomach-churning experiences on the planet. If you had to try one, which would it be? Comment below which one disgusted you the most. Subscribe to the channel for more fascinating truths like these.